I'm a bugbear that's about 7'6". I have long, dark, oily brown hair that just flows from my face, with streaks of gray in it. My appearances and my teeth aren't anything to write home about, but they chew meat just the same. I'm built. I have muscle surrounding my body, and scars from rope burn and from past battles. Many hurricanes ago, just off the shore, the crew of the Gold Queen cast their hooks over the side and immediately had a bite on the line. Once they reeled it in, they discovered not a fish, but a fat bugbear youngling chewing on the worm. Ha! That's me, and since I'm such a hefty lad, they called me Tuna, and I stuck with it. From that day on, I stayed with the ship my whole life, captain after captain. Some we threw overboard, and some gave their lives in battle. But the Gold Queen never saw more booty until I was leading. We made a living off of selling fish, and we made a killing off of robbing, stealing, and cheating our way out of every port. The Legion Royal Guard caught us, so they chased us out to sea, but I put a ballista shot right in the hull. Those who could swim were jailed, but I was swept away by the waves.
Before you stands a large 6'2", pointy-eared humanoid with weathered, white, studded leather. The armor heaves from the strong muscle behind at the slightest movements. His steely blue-gray eyes and sun-bleached hair give off conflicting hints of age. The sunlight catches red strands around the bottom and the sides of his hairline, running back into a simple knot. Behind the wielded long sword, you notice another handled weapon and a dark wooden longbow on his back. As your eyes find the two hand axes and small knife tucked in his belt, his firm voice meets you. You have probably heard of this man before. His name is Whitefire Lev, sung in the common taverns around the neutral lands and the free march lands. Probably sung less often in the Legion lands, as he has not made many friends there yet. His folk hero brand is spread through a marketed Whitefire tea whiskey, and by his trusty retired squire who turned bard, and he does most of the advertising around the taverns and cities. And that's it.
Nice.
Very. I can't talk that shit. I'm 8.5 feet tall. The name is Enver the Flame. Perhaps you've heard of me through tales. I have long brown hair, shaggy, with a beard to match. I have scars all over my body, rather glory marks, from past glories and victories. I still stand before you as I've never been defeated, and I never will. A long time ago, by the looks of the building I just came from, it must have at least been a few hundred years ago. The world was peaceful, and I was told by our elder that prior there was rumors that the frost giants were getting greedy and perhaps killing people, taking lands or what have you. They started eating humans, in fact, as there was supposed to be peace and prosper. So due to the rumors, I was also told that an elderly man in a small village right up the mountain way prayed to the goddess Eldith, who is peace and prosperity and calm waters. So amongst the prayer to her for the end to this frost giant escapade, there was an answer in these prayers. A couple days later, there was a storm, a night that swallowed the sky. And in the storm, there was a lightning strike, unlike any this world has ever seen. Perhaps it was celestial, as it was covered in a bright flame. The lightning strike hit a specific target, the Temple of Eldith, the woman that was prayed to. It is believed that Kosuth, the flame god, has enraged as this elderly man prayed to an inferior goddess. So in his rage, he struck her temple, and out from that lightning strike came a baby. It was me. After that, my memories have been wiped. I have no memories but the past decade of adulthood. AKA I'm in my late 20s. I am here, I believe, to be a flame, to be the sun for people who are unable to feel the warmth, to cast out shadows, to even the playing field. I am assuming the frost giants are terrible, and they're still on their beaten path. There's only one who can stand against the frost giants, and there's only one who owes them a debt of blood. It is I, as my greatest shame came from running from a fight. I'm here to cast vengeance.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Solid ass backstories. So a little bit of quick things that I want to do differently, as I've done from previous campaigns. I want to reward roleplay this time. So what I mean by that is there's going to be something that I give out called inspiration dice. So if you roleplay something that's really close to your backstory, or I think it's really awesome, I'm going to give you a 1d6 you can add to any roll. Something else I want to talk about.
Checks, attacks, everything?
Attacks, saving throws, not damage, but the 1d20.
Does that include death?
Inspiration die.
Does that include death saving throws?
It can, and you can save it, but you can save it for a day. Okay?
Gotcha.
Make sense? The next thing I want to talk about is that each one of you have a backstory item. I've told you before, if you lose it in real life, you lose it for the campaign. More so, to the point of that your characters would be hard-pressed to give these items up because they're intricate to your story. So that brings me to persuasion rolls and intimidation rolls for trying to get something. So with a intimidation, there has to be or else, right? So I step up to the guard and I tell him, "You give me your sword, or will cleave the flesh from your skull." Now, it doesn't have to be verbal. It can also be something physical too, something with body language. But I would like to have an or else with that. If you're just like, "Hey, I want that."
Cool.
Yeah.
For intimidation?
Yeah. Furthermore, with persuasion, there has to be a very compelling reason if you're trying to get something from somebody, right? So if you're like, "Hey, I want that. You should give it to me." Why? Right? And really the whole point of that is so from previous campaigns, there's been very persuasive characters who have been able to take advantage of the non-persuasive characters, so I want to give that a little bit more balancing and depth so that that doesn't happen again. In this party, none of you are very charismatic, from my understanding, but regardless, that's what I wanted to get out of the way. And above all, we're going to have a lot of fun. Any questions?
Nope.
Okay. So, I'm going to talk about the world background really quickly, and then I'll go into the world map, and you guys can ask me questions after I'm done with that. You've come to the centrally located coastal town of Hallas. There, Lord Donald rules. He is considered a fair lord, and folk regard him with pleasantry. But he is in his twilight years, and there are some who ridicule his recent actions. The area of concern is his refusal to join Legion or Free March, the two ruling factions of these lands. The faction Legion has recently aligned themselves with the Frost Giants. Together, the two forces have raised all who oppose them. Their rule or refusal to join them means certain death. Free March is a collaboration of the last of the free nations. While they were nothing alike, together they hope to defend themselves against the Legion and the Giants. They are desperately losing the conflict as the day goes on. The world holds one supercontinent commonly known as Norrin. To the far west, legions, founding cities flourish. To the east, Free March desperately clings to work together to survive. In the center of Norrin, a colossal mountain stands. It is known as Uglash, the Orcish word for those who feast upon the flesh. There are few who travel to such an area, even less who come back alive. Many villages in central Norrin have been ruled over for thousands of years by the frost giants. It is rumored that annually they must pay a flesh tribute in the form of sacrifices to feed their captors. Now, the frost giants do not need to feast upon the flesh of the living to survive. They do so for their amusement and pleasure. In turn, villages who succumb to Legion are seldomly heard from again. Only rumors exist and what happens to these poor, unfortunate souls. To this day, no one knows exactly why Legion and the Giants of Uglash aligned themselves. But one fact is known. They hope to claim the entire continent and divide it amongst themselves. So far, their forces have captured nearly a dozen settlements, and now have thousands more in their empire. So, I'm going to get to the map really quickly so that you guys know what I'm talking about. So, picture Pangea, it's a super, super, super large continent, right? To go from here to there would be weeks of travel. Surrounding the continent, to the south is Elden Ocean, Ulash Ocean to the north. You guys are right at Hallas, and you can follow along on your phone too, Brenden, if you need to.
Yep.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And you are currently in the neutral kingdoms, the last of them dividing Free March and Legion from being claimed. So you're here, and there's the neutral kingdoms right there, right? Frost Giant lands right there. Yes.
Okay, we're
Okay. House Grays is known as the Navy for the Legion, commonly referred to as the Royal Guard. Pengar, on the far western side of the map, that is the considered capital of... No, Free March.
Okay.
To the east, the capital, Laravel, is the capital of Legion, and that is off to the far east. The mountain, so a little clarification about the mountain. Now I want to picture a huge mountain. I picture like Everest for thousands of miles, right? Mm-hmm. Giants here, they're frost giants, have, over the course of time, literally wiped out every other giant from the mountain. They are the supreme rulers of the mountain. As I mentioned before, there are some small towns there, but nobody's heard from them in a really long time, right? The common practice, which you know from your character, as a lithid between the two people, basically being he's a half giant, or not half giant, Goliath, so he's able to communicate with the common folk.
Which is a half giant turn, actually.
Yeah. And you know that, well, flesh tribute, right? So, with that being said, are there any questions about the backstory and where you're at? Or not backstory, background.
So that's the capital.
Yep.
What was that again?
This is House...
No, this guy. That city.
Northalis. That's just another new
City.
Free March city. Yep.
Gotcha.
Your little town is
Desam?
right there. Another coastal town.
Okay.
Copperfield is right there.
Copperstein.
Or Copperstein. Yep.
And what town are we in? What is this town called?
You're in Hallas, so
Yep,
you're in
gotcha.
the neutral kingdom right now. Neutral kingdoms, I should say, because the continent's really large. And it's a coastal hamlet. And I'll get to the description of Hallas in just a little bit.
Very small.
Gotcha.
Okay. All set?
Yep.
Good. Aside for now, and we're going to get to Hallas. Alright. Hallas is a small coastal hamlet which backs up to a jagged crag, preventing anyone from flanking it. So here, where I stand, picture a really, really large, flat-faced cliff shooting up to the mountains, preventing anybody from coming behind it. So the only visible points of attack are from the ocean and from this way.
Oh,
right?
that's the ocean?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep. The castle itself is a formidable fortress. Several towers and stone wall, taller than giants, guard it well. There's a small stone field between its gates and Elden Ocean, which would be right here. And then there's the dock. And I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna describe anymore until you guys start.
Has any of us been here before?
No. You might have been passing, but not like staying for a long time. I'll
Gotcha.
say with you, because you move around a
Yeah.
lot. But you're relatively familiar with it just because you've been around so much, but you haven't actually gone within its walls, resided within its, and paid the market keeps their visit, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Is it safe to assume my bard has also, or squire/bard has also been
Yeah,
here?
right. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, let's get rolling. So we're gonna pick up from where you guys were at when we ended session 0. So picture you guys are a few miles outside of town. Sorry?
No,
okay.
no.
Nope, you're good. You're about a mile or 2 outside of town. You can just see the stone walls in the distance. You're just like stumbling out of the ocean. You're cold, you're wet.
I was just stumbling
You're
into
walking on the eastern road, which connects a lot of the cities together along the coastal lands. You are on the stone road that leads up to the mountains. So you're here. You're
I'm
there.
coming from Durin, right?
Durin. Yep. So, gentlemen, you see a bugbear climbing out. You see a really tall creature.
He's got a head injury, right?
Head injury, yeah, bleeding a little bit. You see from your point of view a really tall, white armored human walking. I'm sorry, not human, half-elf. You see a creature, what you think to be almost as tall as you, climbing out of the ocean. You're climbing out of the ocean. You're a little bit dazed, so your vision's a little blurry. You remember you're starting with a little bit lower HP. Okay, 4. Got it. Cool. All right.
Okay.
What do you do?
So
How far away are we from each other?
I would say
equal distance.
from. I'm not going to use Eric's character's name, or I'm going to use Eric's character's name. Tuna to Enver, I would say probably about 200 feet. So you being in the middle, you're 100 feet from each of them.
All right.
So I guess I want to make my way to this guy, make sure he's okay. Like that's the first thing I would do.
Okay. All right.
So
Stop
So
there.
he has to walk past me,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Yep. Stop there. I would like you to make a perception roll really quickly. First roll of the session. Let's see what's up.
Good luck. Good luck. Oh, man, I'm too
I'm
excited.
gonna grab a box so I can roll in that.
Like the lid or something.
Yeah. So
That's probably smart, actually.
Yeah.
Cock time.
I feel like middle age. My character. Just perception.
Perception.
That is a 14.
14. So, to your left, you notice that the creature coming down the mountain is actually a Goliath, which are, you actually believe that they were extinct. So you're very surprised to see a Goliath walking alone, not only just being alive and existing, but just walking in broad daylight, confidently, shoulders square to the sun, absorbing and basking in its daylight. You also notice that the creature emerging from the ocean is indeed a bugbear. You know bugbears are typically untrustworthy, and it makes your hairs stand a little bit. What do you decide to do?
Before he even starts moving,
Sure, yeah.
I would have drawn my sword and kept a side eye on the Goliath, but I would have approached the bugbear,
Okay.
assuming
We're gonna move your
all my dealings with bugbears have been.
relatively
Not
unpleasant.
great.
Relatively
Yeah.
unpleasant, yeah.
I've probably mostly been hired to.
Probably
get
get
rid
rid
of
of them. Yeah. Yeah. What are you doing? So,
And I can see them now,
yep, you can see them.
and it's like flat ground.
Flat-ish. So picture a really, really large hill that leads up to the mountains.
Okay.
Here, it's starting to flatten out. The coast is flat,
Okay.
easily seeable.
Okay.
So they're beginning to walk towards you.
Actually, I'll have drawn my war pick too as well, so I can have kind of a standoff
Yeah.
or be prepared, you know.
Right.
I'm gonna stumble up, get my fist ready, If it's a shit fight you want, it's a fight you will get.
So you say that?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So, you guys join the fork in the road. He says that. What do you say?
Gentlemen, I bid you good day. I'm gonna look at you both like standoffish. You like, no need for violence? Are you okay? You seem to have a bruise on your head.
I'm fine.
What happened to you?
You're not from the Royal Guard, are ya?
Royal Guard. No.
What about you?
No. But what? Where do you come from?
I come from my home, from the She, from the great Golden Queen.
I've never met a good bugbear, or at least a bugbear that someone won't pay me to get rid of.
Well, I'm the best of bugbears, but I was raised on a boat. I've never known another.
I'm in for the flame.
Can I do it?
Insight?
No, not yet. What was the name of the ship?
The Golden Queen.
History?
Yep, history roll. Yep, I know where you're going with it. Remember to add your proficiency with that bracelet.
Yep.
Or I'm sorry, not your proficiency, the magical modifier.
Yep.
I would. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Uh, 17.
17. You have not heard of this ship.
Wait, do I add the magical and do I add my proficiency?
You add everything, so it'd be a total, I believe, of +6.
19.
19? Okay. Nope. You haven't heard of it, which you're quite surprised about.
I've not heard of your ship. You must be from...
Well, then maybe you
Legion.
are uneducated. I am definitely not from the Legion. I despise them.
Who is the Legion?
The Legion? What do you mean? Do you really not know?
What is a Legion? You mean an army, perhaps?
have you not been aware of recent events? Can you not read?
I've heard rumors the frost giants are starting to eat humans. Is that what you're talking about? Is this what you speak of?
Frost giants?
It's not a rumor. It's been happening for quite some time.
What even are you, fella? Are you a bugbear?
It's a Goliath.
Goliath.
I am
The
part
stories I
giant,
read
little
are
man.
true.
What did you call me?
Little man. As I look down 2 feet under me. I'm 2 feet taller than you. I look up to no man.
I can see that.
I'll quickly trade my longsword to point at him. Look up.
I wish no violence this day. But who is this Legion?
It's the most vile of all armies. They're against everything good. Gold and wealth and sailing the seas to your heart's content. But they will kill you if you find you.
They will try. Sounds fun.
So there is a bounty on your head.
I would say there is a reward if you were to kill me, yes, maybe. I would not doubt it in most cities.
There's no glory in taking the life of a man who's already hurt.
Correct.
Is that a persuasion?
No, I was being honest, but I wasn't just trying to persuade. I was, yeah.
Is it? Okay. Oh yeah, roll for it.
Nine.
Seems sound enough, but you're still a little apprehensive given the situation.
My weapons are still up.
Friends, if I must, I will call a truce, or parley even, but you fellas look lost. Where are you off to?
I'm not lost. I'm for the city.
Which is?
Hallas.
Hallas?
And does he accompany you?
I woke up from a long slumber from that mountain.
He just happened to be here.
What
Did he accompany you?
You just saw me drift in.
So
Could be a tactic.
Yes. He has discovered our flanking maneuver, I see.
I wish not to flank. That is a coward's move. I wish not to battle right now. I wish to know where we are and what this town is. This was not here when I was here.
Should we go approach the guards and see if this wet dog has a bounty on his head?
How dare you? But if you would split the bounty with me, I will go.
Alright, so we're getting rolling? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, we're walking toward the town. Look through my notes really quickly. Okay,
Let's see. Did your wound come about in battle, perhaps?
Yes, it did. Yes. The Golden Queen, which I spoke of, it just sunk, actually. I just lost the whole crew.
That is your boat home.
Yes. Yes.
so you all, I presume, are walking towards Hallas.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Also have my sword out. After you.
So you're walking behind them?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is wise to follow such a good captain. I'll lead him.
Where are you? Are you in the front?
I'm beside him, picking his brain about his battle
So you'd
wounds.
be at the sign. Okay. So you guys start approaching the eastern road. The gravel's crunching beneath your feet, and from your right, you can hear the sound of waves just crashing behind you. The ominous cloudy morning has now cleared, and before you is a very beautiful day, at around 40 degrees. This is a cold continent. As you approach, just you, perception roll.
Working.
14. It's pretty obvious to see that the farmers in the fields have turned their attention towards you, and a couple of guards have drawn their weapons in case of something going south. They're just observing for now, but they appear to be very apprehensive, and they're shifting on each of their legs and their feet, preparing themselves for an encounter.
Did I notice this?
Roll for it. Go ahead. You can too if you want.
Yeah.
It is perception?
Perception. Yep.
14.
14. You notice the same thing, and they all seem to be fixated on the bugbear.
Is perception wisdom?
Yes,
I
it is.
don't know. I've forgotten your name already, but you should tie yourself with a rope.
The name's Tuna. Gladly.
Okay, so
I'll wave out to the guards.
okay.
Just escorting him for a bounty.
People don't
Hey.
like you, beast man.
He's in good hands. Do I need to do a persuasion?
Yes, definitely. Give me a persuasion. You succeed.
So,
Yeah, you beat the DC in my mind just on your roll. So you see the guards relax a little bit. The farmers go back to baling up the wheat fields, and they go back to their duties.
Oh, my plate armor is yellow like the sun, by the way. I left that out for some reason.
I
Tarnished
mean yellow.
Yeah, it's a tarnished yellow.
Yeah, tarnished yellow.
My plate armor.
So it's gold.
Yeah. Well, tarnished at this point.
Yeah.
But that's not real gold. It's not like $1 billion armor. It's just painted.
Gold plated.
Yes.
So you get a little closer. Same thing with the dock. There's a dock master or harbor master of some sort who appears to be looking out the ocean. He looks at you. Very similar reaction. He sees the ropes tied around your wrist and doesn't really think much of it. At this point, you are about, let's say, 60 feet to the gates. I want you all to make a perception roll.
Man, I rolled shit.
Fuck. There it is.
7. Fuck.
15.
15? Okay.
8.
8. No. Yes. So you're looking about, and just the way that the people are moving, they seem very frantic. They're moving a lot quicker than normal peasants would be, tilling the fields, and there's a lot of crates on the dock, which is another unusual thing, as you know, because your backstory, you would easily be able to take them under the cover of night. So you find it odd that there's so many supplies being gathered, and there's a general sense of restlessness amongst the people. There's patrons coming in and out of Hallas, even as you see it right now, walking up to it quite regularly. There are a lot of guards guarding the front gates. You see 4 archers up here, you see a couple heads over here, and you see about 5 or 6 of them at the gates as well. Something a little odd for a neutral city, as you deem.
I want to turn and look at these guys. And I want to say,
Busy day.
Maybe when we're done collecting this treasure, we can come back and take that, as long as we find a vessel.
And again, I didn't roll shit for. I didn't see it.
But I point to it, right? Like I can like.
Are you gesturing towards the crates and stuff?
Yes, the crates.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You say take.
Yes, maybe we can come back and take that once we get the bounty.
You mean steal?
Exactly. Yes. For our own improvement. Yes.
We need nothing
I
but
don't think
glory.
we'll be doing that.
Well, I don't think you will be doing that. We get art.
Do we all keep walking towards the gates?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll give him a little nudge, gentle nudge.
Okay. So you approach the gates. Not gonna reveal that just yet. Alright, so you approach the gates. As I mentioned before, there are about 5 to 6 armed guards. I want you all to make a perception roll as you approach the gates.
Fuck.
13.
13?
15.
15. Okay.
5.
5? No. 13? No. 15? Yes. Okay. So you hear just barely an audible whisper. You don't even know how you capture it as the ambiance from the ocean rushes waves and wind past your ears. The hierarchical guard comes to address a commonly dressed man who wears a short sword at his waist, has a small pack on him. Balinar, tell no one of your mission. I fear that Legion is encircling us as we speak. Please scout. Report back to me as soon as you can. With that, Balinar gives a nod to the hierarchical guardsman.
And how far away are these guards?
Yeah, about like 15 feet or so. And he nods and he takes off running, doesn't even address you guys.
Fuck. Can I walk up to the guard that said that?
Yeah, they all are very wide-eyed by the time you approach.
Yes.
Morning.
What's up?
Morning.
I'm gonna look back at you guys and say one moment.
Okay, hold up. One person at a time. Let's roll an initiative here to determine roleplay turn. So add your dexterity to that.
17.
Okay, 17.
12.
12?
13.
Okay, so you're last. Alright, so you're approaching the gates. The guards immediately have their attention drawn off the scout. They look at you and look at you, and then they look at you, and it is a lot to take in right now. So they look very guarded.
Are you guys approaching with me? Like I'm gonna like
It's your turn.
okay, so reacting to what he just whispered, I would really like to confidently head up high. I'm not going to pay any attention to their withdrawn weapons, or I'm gonna act like I do not see it all because my perception is so terrible and I'm so dense.
Okay, you're dense. Gotcha.
But anyway, I'm gonna walk up like with a smile on my face, confidently. Did I hear that we were being surrounded by the foes?
So you take 5 feet forward. They all draw their weapons,
Right.
and they're guarded, and then you don't get it.
No, I just would like to approach and like maybe his sword even pokes my chest and I stop right there. Just
Okay, all
You know what I'm saying? Just this
Yeah.
conversation. Because to me, it's like unfathomable that somebody would attack somebody who doesn't have their sword drawn. So it's like I'm not even imagining.
You stop right there.
Ah,
Don't move another foot. As one of the other lesser ranking guardsmen.
yeah,
holds your
I'll
sword
stand
up to
still.
your chest. I'm gonna have that be your turn. Your hands are bound. What are you deciding to do? You are still back there.
And I just watched that happen.
Yep, you just watched that happen.
It's like 5 feet away from you.
Yeah.
I and my friends, we just, these fine men just came to turn me in and, make me pay for my crimes. That's all we're here for.
Persuasion.
Can I assist in my presence?
Yes, but 1 second. Yeah, 1 second. 11?
Yeah.
They look at you in the way that you're dressed. One of the other guardsmen comes, and you're still back here?
Yep.
He just takes a few steps, very cautiously eyeing the large Goliath to his right. He has his sword just resting in his sheath. You're not dressed like a typical bugbear that we captured. Who are you?
I'm Tuna. I'm captain of the high seas.
Higher.
Man of wealth. Yes, yes.
He looks back to the other guardsmen. Got no misgivings of pirates here.
I have no misgivings with simple people.
Did you say simple?
Yes.
You. What are you doing?
I'll approach up to the right side of the bugbear with my
My right or your right?
my right.
Okay.
Yeah. Sword still out, but kind of. Can I overhear this?
Yeah, you're right there.
I'll just sheath my sword. Well, we were gonna escort him inside see if there was a bounty on his head. But my memory had escaped me that this place has no ill will for pirates, or I myself preferably am a little more lax towards smugglers. But now we're here for any to offer assistance in any good deed that might rid this world of a little evil or darkness.
I like that.
As you step away and into sight because you had two giant creatures blocking you, you hear some murmurings amongst the common men. You hear, "Is that white hair? Is that white hair?" You know, they're like pinching themselves.
It's actually Whitefire live.
Whitefire.
Have you tried the new whiskey? I've heard it's good.
You hear whispering.
Fucking funny.
At this point, the hierarchical guard steps up. Everybody cease your weapons. This is not the time for conflict. We have people here who could help us. You. We have no quarrel against bugbears at the sea, nor do we have that of pirates. We don't sail too much here, just to get local fish from the ocean.
Now, does that mean I can take these off?
I don't know why you're bound, yes. We have no use for you being
I'll
bound.
turn and
And
help
rip
him.
them?
No.
Do you want to rip them?
I want to rip them.
Okay, give me a strength roll.
Oh,
No.
that's a 7, that's a 7.
No, sir. You're like, and you're like, nope. It's you're tightly bound.
That
This
is
a
not
very
impressive.
Seasoned hunter who knows how to properly capture his bounty. Are you helping him?
Yeah.
You cutting the rope or you untying it?
Untie it.
Okay.
I would like my rope back in one piece. Thank you.
Okay, so you untie it.
Thank you, sir.
Guardsmen, sheathe your weapons.
I want to poke the guy's sword like this and like because
He
like.
sheathed it before you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do I recognize any of the guards if I've been here before? Or has my memory escaped me once again?
You are very forgetful.
Give me. You would have walked past on the road, so why don't you give me just a history check?
Alright.
Sense of recollection.
18.
Not quite. I mean, a few familiar faces, but as far as personalities, motives, what they're capable of,
Gotcha.
not so much. You see the other guardsmen relax. They go back to their gates. He motions them to do so, of course. He looks at you being a bugbear. So mentioned we have no quarrel with you,
Yes.
but if there is some, you see that thing standing in town behind me, and you can see clearly into town. The doors are open. The portcullis is not drawn down. You see a set of gallows, and it appears to have like blood stains on it and stuff like that. If you're trouble, it's going to be your home for a while.
Well, I have been in a few of those before, and I have escaped all of them, obviously, so I welcome it.
Beast man, perhaps you should stop talking.
I'm not threatening here, I'm just saying I will not be troubled.
I'm keeping my eye on you. Don't cause any trouble.
Alright.
It's good we have a hero. We need one.
What is your name? I'll help keep I'll help keep him in line.
I am Sir Antilis Terran. I'm captain of the guard here. I'm the right hand to Lord Donald. I manage order, defenses in these parts. Try and be fair.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Sir Antilis Terran.
Is that first name, last name?
Yes, Antilis, just spelled however, man.
Now, you guys said
Lord Darien.
Lord Donald is the
Donald.
Lord here. Now, I haven't seen you all before, so as of late we've been preparing our defenses as of orders of Lord Donald. There's been some fear amongst leadership here that we're the last real frontier between the Legion and Free March. If they had our ports, you'd easily be able to take what's left of Free March. No problem. We must see that doesn't happen. Protect our inhabitants. I could use a couple of able-bodied adventurers like you. Say, if I called upon you after you get acclimated from your travels, you look weary. Rest at the local inn, and could I call upon you in the morrow, first thing in the morning? I'll find you there.
will there be battle or glory, perhaps?
And will there be gold?
The inn that we have here, I won't spoil it for any of you, has some pleasantries that you might be interested in partaking. Besides the ale, we have game night. Contests,
Aye.
arm
With
wrestling,
wagers.
dancing bards, fist fights. There's coin to be had. Perhaps glory, if you seek such a thing. But I won't spoil anymore.
A pirate sanctuary.
Perhaps.
Yes. Now, if you mean to defend this town, would that imply that you need a navy?
Never had a navy.
Do you have any boats?
Just the ones for fishing.
Aye.
We're pretty vulnerable to a naval assault.
How big were those when you walk by them?
Oh, small. Like, literally, picture a John boat that you go in the lake, like 10 feet.
Max?
Just for like a person or two to do some
Gotcha.
fishing on the shore.
Perhaps we could use those, and maybe you could grant me a crew of men where I could put together a fine army. But we can talk about this tomorrow.
We're definitely going to talk about
Yes.
that. I'm going to wait for Brenden to get back.
Is there a place where I can stock up on smoke leaf?
There is. We have a market square here past the gallows that I just showed your friend here.
Wonderful. Then I guess we'll find you in the morning.
Yes. You might have noticed that I sent one of my men out. He's going to scout. I'll find you in the morning. In turn, enjoy the pleasantries of your evening.
Does he need some help scouting? I'm
One of
not
my
one
most capable
for
men.
I'm not one for simple contests. And
He has no need help scouting. Plus, he's already gone. Stay here. Enjoy the pleasures of your evening. Find you in the morning.
Where will we find you? On the wall or here?
Well, if you stand up here, I can show you guys the map or the local things. So these right here are 2-story buildings, right? So this is a warehouse. On the second floor here, there is a picture of something underneath it, just basically being a commune for where some of the folk reside outside the hovels here. There's some people that also dwell in the city. On the third floor, there appears to be some sort of other shop with a staircase that leads downward. Here, there is an inn with a second story, likely for bedding, housing, right? Here are the barracks, and there's many guardsmen around there. This appears to be the keep. Multiple people here, commoners, guardsmen alike. Past here, there appears to be some doors. You presume that it might be a mine that this town backs up to. Gallows appear to be in the center. Market right here, pictured. I know I only have just the weapons thing, but there's all sorts of different merchant stands, right? Cool?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You head on into town?
Yes.
Okay. So, let's say it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun is just starting to go into the other direction of an inevitable sunset. You look about, and the same frantic look appears about the people. They are actively moving around, actively preparing. They give you a few quick glances, but quickly realize that, there's guardsmen up on the walls, and if they didn't want you in, they wouldn't have let you in. So they still appear to be apprehensive, but a little bit more accepting now that you're in the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Their inn is to your left, barracks. What do you guys decide to do? Where are you going first?
I'm off to the market. Pick up some restock.
I need to as well, actually.
Okay. So everybody's off market, and Eric.
It seems my food's rotted. I need to buy some.
I want to follow him to the market.
Okay. Everybody's going to the market. What are we looking for first?
You guys can go first. I'll use the bathroom real quick.
Rations.
Rations?
Yeah, rations and maybe No, just rations.
All right. So you all approach. There is what looks like to be a baker with a small stand. Wide-eyed expressions as he looks at both of you. Waiting for your order.
I bid you good day, Bakeman. I would like rations of food that may last a span of days.
He holds up his hand. 5. But he doesn't say anything.
Does that mean like 5 GP? Or like if he has 5 days of rations?
Roll. Insight.
Okay. I'll say, do I know what that means?
Yep.
Insight's wisdom?
Yep.
17.
You're guessing he means a goal per day of rations. So he's holding a 5.
Per day?
No, like 1 goal per day. So he's saying 5 to give you.
So I'll hand him 7 gold.
7?
For 7, yeah, right? For 7 days.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I wanted to do that. Okay.
7 days. And think of it as just like saltine crackers and stuff like that. So it's just dried out bread.
Gotcha.
It'll certainly do the trick of nourishing you, but it's just a little unpleasant to chew on.
That's probably what I'm used to anyway.
I actually want to tap him on the shoulder, get his attention.
Yes.
My friend, I want to thank you for what you did for me back there. It's not every day you meet a man that doesn't stab you in the back when he has the chance. But you seem to be a man of many travels, a man of the world. So I was wondering if there's any way you could read this.
What are your languages?
Common, Elvish, and Dwarvish.
So you open the note, and it's a language you have never seen before. Perhaps a local scribe or a researcher could better answer your questions.
I'll relay that information to him.
Okay.
Apologies. I do not know that script.
That's fine. I will find someone.
Would you like me to take a look at it?
Oh, are you by me?
Yeah, you guys are off the market.
I thought he left.
Oh, wait, to buy the rations. You're right. I thought, never mind.
Perhaps the big fella could help you out.
Sorry.
If he didn't strike me with fear, I would ask him earlier, but
Do you want me to ask him?
no, I can do it. I'm more of a man, but it's okay.
Must
so you
admit,
get your rations.
I'll be honest, I had my doubts about you, but you seem to be keeping to the straight and narrow, besides a few side comments.
Well, I mean, I haven't
Perhaps
been
you're
around
right.
too long, but if we'll see how this goes.
What do you decide to do now that you two are in the market? He's already gone.
I'm gonna go into the tavern.
You're gonna go into the tavern? Okay. We'll hold on that for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm looking for an alchemist and smoke leaves.
Okay.
For my-
So we're gonna say that that's both at the same area. You're looking around, and there doesn't appear to be anybody who is an alchemist type. Give me
Potions or
nope. Give me a perception roll really quickly.
ooh, fuck. That was an 8.
An 8. Okay. Well, it's not very hard to see, but you see a small directory here, right by the gallows, with inscribed names just carved out of the wood.
Yep.
You decide to go to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like a tally list of prisoners that have been bought.
All right. So you see Noon Fantasia, barkeep of Hallas. You see a person known as Researcher Bobbler, and you're guessing that that might be a good place to start if you want herbs, potions, whatever you want.
Gotcha.
Do you decide to read on?
Sure.
Okay.
Out of curiosity.
Sir Angelus Terran directs you towards the barracks. Lord Donald, keep. Arms dealer Froctuben. Market. Vendane Greenfaith. Cleric, keep. Brumlock. Farms. And that's it.
I will go to the researcher.
Okay. You notice that his place of work is on the 3rd floor above the warehouse.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you go up here?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna hold on that for a second. What are you doing?
Now that I got my rations, I'm gonna go find a bite to eat at the local inn,
Okay.
so I don't have to waste my rations.
Okay, so you go to the inn as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to catch up on gossip and see what this Legion thing is about because my
Sounds
companions
good.
did not fill me in.
So we're gonna hold on you and Eric.
Perfect.
Alright, so you are up, or you and Tuna rather. You are up there. Before you stands a troglodyte wizard who has a. So troglodyte is half man, half frog.
Alright.
Very uncommon for a troglodyte to be in a town. Usually they like moister, wetter climates, swamps, cedar forests, and stuff like that.
Right.
Wetter grounds.
Are they pretty common though in the world?
They're very common.
Okay,
so
cool.
it's not unusual to see one. It's unusual to see one living
In a
in a
city.
dry stone building.
Gotcha.
Right? You notice that he has a couple of pots of boiling water that seem to keep the room pretty warm and moist.
Moist, gotcha.
You know, your
Like a sauna.
exactly your
Okay.
forehead sweats basically the moment you go in there, as you came from a 40-degree environment to probably 90 plus. He looks at you the moment you pop in. Doesn't appear to recognize you. What can I do for you?
Afternoon. I'm looking for some herbs. I also seem to have misplaced my pipe, so I'd like to get crude with that, and perhaps some potions by chance.
Yeah. Right away. So he goes and he hands you a hand-carved elm pipe. 5.
Do you have a selection, or is this the one that you recommend?
5.
Oh, that's the price. Oh. Five it is.
Alright, he hands it over to you. It is actually very intricately made. It's very smooth. And the bowl of the said pipe actually has little grooves in which you can like stick like the herb too, if you decide to make it wet or dry, it'll burn a little longer.
Oh, nice.
The interpretation that you're getting. Herb?
Yeah, just...
What?
What?
What herb do you want?
I prefer the type of herb that just kind of puts your mind at ease. More of a thinking herb, pondering.
Godspeed.
Yes, that sounds like the one.
How much? Box?
How much is a box and how much is a pouch?
So you see him go behind his little desk.
Yep.
He pulls out a box, and it's probably like a 2-pound.
Like a big cigar box?
Yeah, like it's wrapped in a parchment paper with some thin rope, and it's pretty big. I mean, 2 pounds of ganja is quite a bit.
2 pounds of ganja.
Talk about tobacco here.
Right, yeah. But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
That tobacco makes you feel funny, yeah.
I think I'll do well with just a pouch.
He pulls out a pouch, and it's literally half the size of the box, so it's also absolutely enormous. He has no shortage of herbs here.
Yeah. How much would that run me?
5.
I feel like everything's 5 here. All right. Toss some 5.
Potion, you ask?
Yes. What kind of potions do you brew here?
Ones. Try not to sound like Yoda, but I can't.
That's the first 5 I got when I first heard it.
There's no way to make a chocolate.
Just do what you gotta do, bro. You're good.
Yeah.
Just commit.
Healing ones I have.
What levels?
How are you asking me as the DM or?
I'll go back into character. What strengths are you?
Only I sell strong potions. Heal you will.
How much will those cost?
10 each.
I will take 3.
They each heal 12 hit points flat.
Oh, automatically 12?
Yep, total of 12.
I always like those better than the ones you roll. 1
Yeah.
do 12, like, fuck that means 1.
Something else you require?
Do you have any spare blocks of wood that are easily carved? Or is that found somewhere else? Any scraps that you would be willing to
He
part?
nods. You see him trot back, the wet feet sticking to the ground.
Yep.
As he walks back from his closet, opens the doors, and he presents to you what looks to be a small carved white pine. Looks like he started on it but never really finished it, but there's enough salvageable to where you could carve something.
Gotcha.
It's about a foot by 4 inches, so 1 by 4, I guess.
Yeah, I'll take it.
On the house.
Thank you. Good luck with your quite a fine business. Very welcoming in this cold climate.
Come back anytime. And he goes back to over by his books. He's just appears to be copying things in his ledger. We're going to halt with you, and we're going to go to you two who are now going to the tavern. Before
He's
you,
going with
I ended up getting my rations and then I went there for food.
Cool.
So I don't have to waste a ration.
Yep, so you two are at the tavern. There are 2 doors at this tavern. There is a left and there is a right door. There is a guard on each side of one of these doors. What do you decide to do?
And we're with each other, right?
You're with each other.
I want to look at a guard.
Just doesn't matter which one. Aye, my lad, which way to the food and the drink?
They look up at you. They're 2 dwarven guards. Well, since you're so tall, we're gonna get you both to the right door. Anybody that's over 5 foot goes to the right door. And I'd say about as tall as the ceiling, so both of you will go into the right door.
Aye, what is in the small door?
You can't go in. The door ain't big enough for you.
But I could fit.
It's like a 4-foot door.
But bugbears can fit in small spaces.
Oh.
As he's
You could. Hang on 1 second. 1 second. You cannot go into the small door.
Is
It is the rules of the tavern.
Who made those rules?
Tavern keeper, of course.
Is he in the big door?
She is in both doors. It's all encompassing for every desire.
But there is food, right?
I'm gonna go in the big door.
You go big door?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. We're gonna hold on that. What do you decide to do as this is going down? He's walking towards the big door.
going to the big door.
Okay. You enter the tavern, and it's very lively ale house. In the center, there is a divider, right? And there appears to be, per se, call him a go-between who tends to gather things, distribute them amongst the tavern and stuff like that. He has a small bell, you notice, on his waist as well, dressed in a blue tunic. He's actively going from table to table, checking on patrons and stuff like that, and it is evident that they have segregated people based on their height in this tavern. The innkeeper, who is a woman with a red dress, she is a half-elf known as New Fantasia, well, actually, you guys did not see that on the side, but too late, you know it anyway. Her name is New Fantasia. She sits at the countertop here, which has a few kegs, and she will go between a door and which manifests on the other side. So it appears to be some sort of magical door which she goes in that allows her to access both sides of the tavern like that. Whoa. You notice that on the left side of the tavern, there's a small clearing where the divide stops. There is a suspicious table there, and the top of it is inlaid with brass.
And that's just a bar table?
What's that?
It's just like a table at the bar?
It's over here, right?
Okay.
You guys are here.
Okay.
On the right door for being the tall people, right? Tables and stuff, picture a little bit bigger than it is.
Mm-hmm.
Kegs, you know what I mean? Smaller people sitting over there. Actually, let's just do that really quick.
So we got small people on this side.
Yep, and then
big people on this
picture
side.
a divider like right there, and there's a.
Are we over? What is the divider? Like, is it? Can we see over?
You
like
can see
a
over
wall?
it. It's just a small table. A small not table. I'm sorry. Small rail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah.
a little handrail for you guys. You could literally just do that. It's 3 foot tall. What do you decide to do?
Everyone is small to me, anyway. I would like to see like maybe two chairs that's open for us to just sit down for a second.
There's plenty of seating.
Actually, I want to go talk to the barkeep woman and I want to get caught up on this whole Legion thing
Sounds good.
because I know nothing about it.
We're gonna hold off on there because there's a lot. What do
Yeah.
you decide to do? You sit down.
Looking around the bar, is there anybody else that looks like they might be like a sailor or a pirate? That I can tell.
Perception.
20.
Nat 20?
Nat 20.
That's 20, but there is nobody there that appears to be a sailor.
Always wasted
Yeah,
that.
you looked the hell out of that room.
Yeah. But there's nobody there. I'm sorry, buddy.
I see it. What?
Turn it up one more. This is a loud tavern. Perfect. Yep. You hear people, clinking
Hey,
their
and if I
mugs.
ask her about that, you don't have to go into detail since you already told us. Like, you know what I mean? I just want to be brought up to speed in my character.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, that's.
it just doesn't make sense that I would know anything.
Yeah. No, I know what
So,
you mean.
yeah, okay.
Hang on. Is there anything else you decide to do in the meantime?
This does not seem to be my setting, but I am hungry, so I will find a seat.
With that perception roll, you notice that there's a small bottle on the right side of the stand there. It's called Sea Dog's Ale, and it has a little boat on it.
Just sitting there?
It's on the bar stand, like where the barkeep, New Fantasia would serve drinks and the middleman who is unknown thing to you.
Can I reach it?
Don't you touch that!
But I am just taking this to my table to have with my dinner.
5 gold! Hey,
Easy. Oh, right now. Right now.
you want it? 5.
Yes, okay. Toss him 5 gold.
Okay. You take the bottle. Sea Dog's Ale is now yours. It is a large,
It's like a fifth or whatever. Or...
it's like 2 pints. I mean, this is a big motherfucking thing of ale. Big motherfucker.
I think I would like to use this to wash down some meat And maybe a pitcher of water.
How's pulled pork?
Delicious.
On the house, since you have purchased more than 5. So they bring you food really quickly, and you presume to sip. It's delicious. You take a sip of the ale.
I want to grab the pitcher of water and down that first.
Okay.
And then sip on the ale while I'm eating.
So you sip on the ale. It reminds you of simpler times of when you were a small tuna.
Oh yeah.
The small tuna sailing around out in the ocean, looking up to your captain, which I won't disclose his. Looking up to the captain at the time. You remember the champion of men as they played the banjo and the tambourines and the home drums underneath the deck, and they would swingle and sway to the rocking of the boat in the ocean. It is absolutely delicious.
I just want to recline back in my chair a little bit. Just,
You
just
do.
take it all in.
You do.
Just let it all happen.
You're up, man.
Oh, wait. Do I get any hit points back?
You do short rest and expended hit point dice.
Okay.
So we can count this as a short rest for sure.
Yeah, is that what you're doing to get hit points back?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, roll your barbarian, roll d12 and add it to your HP.
Hey, but we gotta vocalize we're doing a short rest, don't we? Like,
What's
it's
that?
not assumed we're doing a short rest, we gotta vocalize it.
You
like we're
have to
doing a short-
vocalize it, yeah.
Okay, so in the future, make sure you vocalize it.
Yeah.
I got to too.
What's your hit dice?
Nice, you're full HP. You roll a fucking 12.
Nice.
You do not have any more hit dice for the day because you're level 1. You get 1 per level. Okay, you.
I would like to sit next to the. You said the barkeep was just sitting at her like post essentially.
She's sitting, she's up, she's moving around and stuff like that. She's back and forth, you know.
Excuse me, barkeep.
Just a minute. Just 1 minute, please. And she goes over to the other side. You see that there's a, rowdy group of dwarves that are just, they're consuming oceans worth of alcohol. They're pounding their fists on the table and stuff like that. She comes back over to you. Wow, you're really tall.
I know.
How tall are you?
8.5 feet.
That's almost touching the ceiling. What can I get you?
A plate of food and perhaps some information.
Well, yeah, I should tell you that. If you spend anything more than 5 gold, food's on the house. Want something a little stronger to drink?
I need a clear head. No alcohol for me.
Well,
It does
food
weird
and
things.
water will be, it'll be 2 gold.
And I'm gonna give her 3 gold for the information as well.
What's this third one for?
I have taken a nap for hundreds of years. What is happening in the state of the world today?
Well, the year, as you should know, last time I checked, year in here is 1292.
Longer than I thought.
Give me a intelligence check. And just add your intelligence. See what you get.
4.
You have no idea how long you've been asleep for. You can't even recollect the year it was when you slept.
I just know that when I woke up, my building was rubble. That's the only way I know that it's
you're
been a
assuming
while.
you've been asleep for a long time. How long? A year, 5 years, a few centuries? You have no idea. 1,000? You don't know.
What is this Legion? I heard guards speaking of outside.
Legion? You haven't heard Legion before? Oh, well, simply put, they're pretty bad. They're aligning themselves with the frost giants, which you remember as frostkin.
Now, question: I notice it's colder outside, right?
It is a lot.
Can I, of all people, tell that that's because of frost giants?
Ooh. Give me a religion check on that.
Plus 3, come on, baby. 11.
No, you don't. Don't get an inspiration back because that was really awesome. You can choose to add it to that if you want or not. It's up to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Another 3, so 14. Hey, can I borrow a D20? Actually, I don't like my D20 at all.
You have a d20?
I just want to borrow one because mine sucks.
Okay, sure. No, you're not quite sure about that. I mean, that's a could be a conclusion, but you're not quite sure. She gives you the brief history of Legion, which I described in the backstory, right? How they're going from town to town, pillaging everything, taking everything. She also tells you how the Frost Giants have now taken over all of Uglash, which was something that you're not aware of. They've taken every bit of the mountain. They haven't. As far as the cities and settlements that used to be there, I think they're all gone.
And my people, what happened to the Goliaths? Are they still around?
People, I thought you were part half orc. What are you exactly, if you're not part orc?
I'm the pinnacle of all races.
She looks at you and she does not know what the fuck that means.
I'm a being that's going to reach the level of God.
Are you sure you haven't had anything to drink and have a clear mind today?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna put together the Goliaths are not even heard of at this point.
Yeah, like she doesn't seem to know what a Goliath is.
I'm just gonna mutter under my breath. They let the Frost Giants win. It's like more shame than it is than sadness.
Well, do you want food and water?
Yes.
Okay. 2.
I already decreased it, but I'm gonna give her 3. I'm gonna give her 3.
Fair enough. She takes it. Let me know if you need anything else. Where are you eating? Are you eating with Tuna?
Yeah, I'll bring my plate over by Tuna.
Okay, Tuna looks extremely relaxed. He's very, very comfortable. He is living in simpler times, it appears.
Oh shit! I forgot a water skin too. Fuck.
Sure did.
Damn it.
You. What are you deciding to do?
I'm gonna walk back through the market as I'm walking. Pack my pipe full of fresh herb, put everything away. Start smoking on my herb, and then take out I'll make my way up back to the guard and looking kind of for stairs up to walk along
You're
the wall.
going to the barracks?
No, is there like a stair up to
So
the wall?
there's a stairway by the barracks.
Okay, sweet. Yep.
Okay, so
Going in that
you're
direction.
smoking first though, right?
Yep.
1 temporary hit points. The herb is delicious. As you smoke it, there's a cooling sensation that comes in your lungs, and as you exhale, there's like an undertone of sweetened smoke that just lingers on your palate. It's very good. So add 1 temporary hit point to you. Okay?
Yep.
We set a pound. We're going to assume that that's 25 smokes. Okay?
Okay.
Sound fair?
Yep.
So you're going to the barracks now, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. What are you doing at barracks?
Like can I surmise that anyone can walk up on the wall? Do I have to ask?
You're guessing
permission?
not, because there's armed guards on top of the barracks that are on the guarding the stair. Archers are
Yep.
on the wall too, so you're guessing that this is a guard location.
Okay, I'll go back and find Antonellis and see if
Sir
I can.
Angelus.
Yeah, Sir
Okay.
Angelus.
He is still outside. People are coming and going. He looks very busy.
Fuck. I'll wait my turn.
Okay. Quite some time goes by, probably about another
Actually,
hour.
no, sorry, I won't wait my turn. I'll just meander and kind of walk back along the road, kind of just walking and thinking, kind of around to the hovels, kind of.
Okay, so you're going around here where the howls and the farm are, where
just
the
kind of
peasants
walking around, saying.
are tilling the fields. Okay. You notice that there is a half-orc who is pointing at people. They're baling these little bales of hay into the cart, storing things in the barn, taking things out of the barn. He looks at you. He gestures you to come toward him.
Afternoon.
Name's Grumlook.
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 These people don't work very well. Slow. And you can see like they're like sweating and they're working their ass off. And it just appears to have a general state of discontent with their pace.
I kind of look him in the eyes and kind of refrain from smoking. Like look him, make direct eye contact. Is something bothering you? These people are working
Someone bothering me.
hard enough.
Slowly. See a halfling on by you as he makes the remark, drops a bale of hay, and this dude shoots daggers at this halfling. And the halfling cautiously maintains eye contact, grabs the bale of hay, picks it up, and will not take his eyes off Gromluck until he's nearly 15 feet away from him. You see what I mean? Useless. I recognize you on these parts. Your armor. I think I've heard a tale or two. Are you Whitefire?
Usually the locals call me Whitefire, but in some places I've been called worse.
My mistake.
It's quite alright.
I see you're here to help me. Me and Sir Angeles are close friends. Glad you're here.
Thanks.
We're gonna need people like you, especially because we have people like that. I see a few humans that have a large bale of hay, probably 7 foot wide, and they're carrying it, struggling. See what I mean? Worthless. I need a nail.
I'm afraid I have a different opinion, but I'll go get you. I'll see if I can go get you a nail. But believe me, these from a humble hero, these people seem to be working as hard as they can.
Are you trying to persuade him, or are you trying to convince him otherwise? Or are you just stating the fact?
I guess I'll try to change his mind. Yeah.
Okay, so give me a persuasion.
12.
12. Yeah, perhaps you're right. Just can't help but feel a little anxious given our situation. I look forward to that ale, friend.
Could use some help. I could see if I can go gather a few more workers inside.
No. Keep the peasants tilling as they are. They know what they're doing. I've seen war before. I look forward to that ale. Don't take too long.
I won't. I'll be right back.
Okay. So you go to the tavern, right?
Yep. As I pass through the door, does the head guard? Yeah.
He looks super fucking busy.
Still busy?
Yeah, he looks extremely busy.
Cool.
He gives you the slightest head nod, talks amongst the common folk and stuff like that about whatever, right? Somebody stole this piece of cabbage, somebody took the boat out, and now this hole in the boat. There's general concerns of the people. He seems to be the go-between between Lord Donald, who resides in the keep, and the common folk. Go to the tavern?
Yep.
2 doors, left and right. Which one do you enter?
The biggest one.
Biggest one. Okay. Guards nod at you, and you go in. You see your friends in the corner, enjoying themselves and enjoying their warm pleasantries of the bar. You notice the same things that they did before.
Yep.
Do you go to New Fantasia, or do you go to the, I'm just going to call him the middleman, go between these two fucking much of a pain in the ass, the middleman for ale?
Who looks less busy?
They both look very busy.
Okay. I'll go to the closest one.
Okay, which is New Fantasia. Just one moment, please. And she goes between the door, and as before, which, well, you wouldn't know, but she continues to feed a bunch of rowdy dwarfs more and more ale. I mean, their cups and their barrels have now almost been stacked to the ceiling. The middleman is struggling to keep up with them and bring them to wherever that door leads. She comes back. What can I do for you?
Can I get a small barrel of ale?
Small barrel?
For the
I can get you a small barrel.
hard-working workers outside.
Oh! I know who you are. White hair. Left. I heard tales of you. You have many patrons in these parts. Hands you a barrel of ale.
Yeah.
Why don't you consider this one in the house? Come back and we'll feed you and get you some ale too. I know you do good for the common folk, and it's hardworking farmers. Well, they need something to drink, especially with ground luck at their backs.
It seems
I
to be
wouldn't want him at my back.
Seems to be a whip cracker. Maybe I can.
We recently had to take that away.
Maybe I can round some of those corners on him.
I wouldn't, but okay, you can do what you please. That's why we had to take the whip away. We had another person who came through here, wanted to do the same thing, and well, one thing led to another, and well, that's for another time. Why don't you just go take this out to the grumpy old half-orc, and come back.
I appreciate the warning. I'll pick up the ale and head back out.
You go back, and he's just berating this half-elf woman who looks very perplexed at what she did. You fucking idiot. You stupid fucking idiot. And over and over and over again. He looks to you, his expression immediately changes. Wow, it's good to see you, friend. I see you have returned.
I returned a little extra for the workers,
Please serve me. Shut up. You go do something. Get out of my sight. Ale. Yes. For me.
For us. More people. The rest of your ale finds itself back in the tavern.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Or is that deception? Because I don't think you didn't set anything up with that new incantation, did you?
Or
would you?
I'll say just mention my name.
Okay.
And
we're gonna do persuasion on that one.
Okay. Sweet. It's 19.
His mood changes once again. He appears to be the happy half-orc who wants to skip through the fields. Glass is fine now, and glass is fine now. I'll mention your name later.
It's more of a now thing.
Oh, now.
Yeah. You can go start now, and I can supervise the workers. Get whatever this task is needed done.
He looks at you, and a tear comes to his eye. I would like absolutely nothing more than to be gone from these vile, incessantly slow.
All right, Grom.
No, it's okay. I don't need that. Can I get a quick swig of that?
Yeah. Here's Grom. I wasn't telling the truth. I don't have a tab there, but here's 100 gold, and that's will buy you a few ales back at the tavern, and I'll finish up here. Just tell me what needs to be done.
100 gold?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Now, Grom, I've traveled. I've seen different races and different worth ethics, so I have a wide knowledge and array. Some people are good workers, and from a person that used to do a lot of chores back in my childhood home, under one slave driver, a dwarf. I worked in the forge a long time, running errands for him. He started off. He was a paladin. He started off pretty hardcore, like yourself. Pretty do it my way or the highway. But over the years, he mellowed, and he did finally admit to me before I eventually left my family's town. That
I'm going to stop you right there.
little kindness goes a long
I
way.
don't give a shit. I'm going right to the bar. You finish up here. I trust your judgment, and he walks away. You get 100 gold?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. So what do you decide to do in the farm?
Wait, or was he already walking away?
Oh yeah, he's gone, dude.
Wait, was he already walking away without the gold?
Is he walking away with your gold?
No, was he already making his way, or was he kind of waiting for the
he's
gold?
walking and talking.
Okay.
So he grabs your offer.
Yeah.
He gets gone pretty quick. I mean, this guy is in for a night of getting fucking
Gotcha.
hammered.
He was gonna leave anyway.
Yeah.
But, he took one mug of ale out of the the barrel, right?
Just one, yeah.
Right.
But there's plenty. I mean, you have a large
Gotcha.
enough barrel to give everybody
Gotcha.
their thirst.
So I gather around, guys. I've finally been
slowly
here
walk over to you, and
brief time.
there's a guardsman who's there as well, who seems to be just guarding people from
Gotcha.
whoever, wolves.
Look out.
Yeah, look out, right. And every single one of them looks exhausted. One of the same halfling that he berated before, who dropped this small bale of hay. Thank you. Can't remember the last time I've slept. When you look at their faces, and they have picture Sharpie marker bags. They all look absolutely sleep deprived and exhausted. I'll take an ale. I think I'm going to retire for the evening. And everybody is like, yeah, we're tired,
Yep.
So what are you doing?
What left of the work has to be done?
They point to the cart, which is now completely stacked with bales of grain and hay and oats and stuff like that. Just pull around up front.
That's it? No more additional. Yep, come get a cold glass of ale. And, take some rest. You guys have all worked hard, and I'll take their glass and pour it for them.
Perfect.
To them, kind of give them a reassuring pat.
That. The reactions you get are mixed and various. Some of them appear to be too tired to really care. Others of them look up to you like you're a hero, like you are their savior, saving them from this half-orc that is inevitably enslaving them to death.
Right.
Okay.
Sweet. Once I give everyone their ale, I'll take is there anything left in the keg? Or small keg?
There's a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, maybe enough for a glass or two for yourself if you choose to.
So I'll take it and put it up next to me in the cart, and I'll hook it up.
Okay. It's already hooked up. There's two mules here that just are standing. They don't look very tired.
Gotcha. I'll just drive it around.
Animal handling.
Yep.
Wisdom.
I have proficiency in land vehicles. Does that help? Oh, you said animal handling. Okay.
Yeah. That's good enough.
It's a 14.
Yeah, that's fine. So you take it up. The guards instinctively know what to do. They start unloading bales of hay, taking it inside. It appears that they're stowing it not only just in the warehouse, which is the first story of the building in which you saw Bobbler, the research Bobbler at, but also to the keep as well. Seems to be a 28 split. We got it from here. Should go rest. The hour's getting late, and you can see the sun is just starting to set.
When I passed through, was Sir
Angelus.
He's
not here anymore.
Okay. Where can I find Sir Angelus? I was just wondering if I could inquire about just getting it up on the wall, more of a kind of a thinking and smoking and wood carving, kind of a hobby.
It's in the barracks, but to be honest with you, I don't think he's going to let anybody up on the wall, even given your status. It's the same guards before, so they recognize you.
Gotcha. Where would you guys recommend just walking and thinking, that kind of?
Well,
probably back out on the farm.
Go to the dock and look at the ocean. As far as walking, I'd be a little cautious. Times around here are a little dangerous.
Gotcha. I'll just go back out to the doors.
Okay.
And just kind of within 15 feet of the doors, kind of just probably prop myself up against one of these columns or
just pedestals. Columns with a little bit of stone, like field stone walls.
Gotcha.
2 feet tall, just guiding people in.
Yeah, I'll just prop myself up against, lean one up and start carving.
There you are.
Carving away at my thing and smoking.
Gotcha. All right, we're gonna kick back to you two. What are you doing?
He's still sitting.
Yep, you guys are just sitting, hanging out.
My friend. What was your name again?
Enver. Enver the Flame.
I like that.
I'm the light in the darkness. I'm the sun.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Let's see. This world seems to be full of darkness today, which I have no reason to believe, or no reason to doubt. That's why I'm here. I'm here to be the light and the warmth in this cold world today.
That's That is a very noble quest, I guess. Yes. Did I hear you correctly when you said you've been asleep for a while?
I reckon I have.
Aye. Well, how long?
Maybe 100 years, maybe 1,000. This town was not here. I have no idea.
So you don't even know how old you are.
Not the slightest.
I've had a few crazy party nights like that too, I guess, but I could relate. What do you know about our friend here that came to town?
I know nothing.
Do you know his name?
His name is Whiteflame.
White Flame.
Whitefire.
Whitefire. He seems very serious. Maybe hard on himself.
Perhaps.
Yes.
Cheers, everyone.
He seems to care too much about the little man.
Right.
People need to fend for themselves.
Well, I guess now he is the little man. Am I right?
Yeah, he is.
Now I have something that means a lot to me and is very valuable. But I cannot read it. Could you? You don't have to pull it out.
Yes.
Are you gathering anything from it?
I'll tell you, little man.
Yes.
Beast man.
Beast. Okay. Yes.
A mother is a demon. A father is a god. This is neither of their languages, nor giant nor common. I know not that language.
Very puzzling. I hate it when the treasures give me trouble.
Perhaps we can find somebody in this town to help you understand. Where did you get that?
From an old friend.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Perhaps we can find a scribe or a teller of stories could tell us what that says.
Perhaps we should start on that in the morning. Yes.
Alright.
So bring me up to speed, you just converse really quickly about... Okay, cool. Alright, come behind the friend. Just hold up one sec, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Break your toe. As you are conversing, you hear the middleman, or I'm sorry, you see the middleman. There is a small stand before the dividing wall ends. He stands up on it and he rings the bell. Attention! Attention! Let's get some tavern music on, Eric, and let's get a
Oh shit.
So, we have a couple of contests tonight. There will be winners, prizes. Some of you will bleed. Some of you will cry. The first contest will be giant boar taming.
Giant what?
Giant boar taming. So, oh, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, keep it on the move. So, one person from each side you must converse amongst you on which person will go from your table to tame the boar. The next contest will be dodgeball. I will take this ball. So 3 challengers from each side of the room. They must converse together. 3 side, now from each table. 3. Somebody who's dexterous, nimble, and someone who can throw a ball super fast. You must dodge. Get out of the way. The winners of that side, well, you each get 100 gold.
My purse seems to be a little small.
Yes, this is what I needed.
What say you? Which one of us do dodgeball and boar training? Do I have any experience with anything to do with boars from mountain people?
1 second. The last contest for the night will be ale guzzling. I see in the corner there are 2, not one, but two giant people. I see one who has shaggy brown hair, and the other has shaggy brown hair. Which amongst them shall be able to drink more ale? You would never turn down a fair competition, would you, Sir Giant?
I run from nothing.
Alright. The games will take place in roughly 2 hours. Talk amongst your folk, talk amongst your side, prepare for the contest at hand. There are rewards to be given. You just hear the crowd just break into applause. They're pounding the tables, the dwarves pounding their tables, they knock over all the barrels. The middleman gets off his performance and he just looks so displeased that there are literally like 100 little wooden bugs now on the floor, which he has to clean up. But he snaps his fingers and a few magical hands float down from the ceiling, collecting them and bringing them into the doors that transmits to either side.
Question, what is this dodgeball? What is that? What is dodgeball?
Do I know? Hey, look,
I mean, for real, dude, we're not exactly like. Give me, no, you're right. Give me both an intelligence check.
Oh shit.
9.
Your fucking dice sucks, dude. 8.
So
Where the fuck is our goddamn friend at?
you have no
Sorry,
idea.
metagaming.
If only there was a folk hero amongst you who could potentially give you the idea of what.
Can I ask a table next to us?
Sure. Yeah. So on
I
your
wanna
side.
stretch my long ass arm out. Ah!
No.
Oh. Whoa.
What is his race?
Human.
Small human. What is dodgeball?
Well, it's pretty simple. You just take a leather pigskin and you throw it and try and hit somebody else.
Oh, rock throw. I know what that is.
No, we're just leather, soft leather,
The impudence. Perhaps. Do we know where Whitefire is? This is a 3 sport. We need 3 people for this sport.
I have not seen him since we came into the tavern.
We have 2 hours.
Maybe you could go find him and I could prepare my skills.
I call rock throw.
I think I would be better off with the boar.
Alright. So I would like to walk out and look for fucking
Okay.
just.
Yep. We're gonna hold off there.
Yep. Man, I do have dark vision of
Staring off
dark.
at the ocean.
I'm carving.
Hand carving. What are you carving?
I think I'm gonna carve probably my first horse that I had.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm proficient in wood carving tools.
Good. I'm trying to think. What are you using to carve? A knife, chisel. Trying to determine the staff.
I have the wood carving guy. I got a knife, a gouge, and a small saw.
Okay, for the knife and the gouge, we're going to do dexterity. For the saw, we're going to do strength.
Huh.
So let's do 3 rolls. So we're going to shape it to size first. So I imagine you probably have to cut the 1 foot board in half.
Yep.
Give me a strength roll.
19.
Jesus. Okay, you succeed very quickly. Let's go with the. What was the second tool?
A knife and the chisel.
A chisel. We'll say
Gouge.
We'll say the gouge is last. Okay. We'll go with the knife, and that's going to be dexterity based.
Gotcha.
So add your dex and proficiency because you're proficient with wood carving.
I actually didn't add my proficiency.
Oh, you did? Okay.
On the strength one.
Gotcha. Nice, dude. You got Elky in there?
Yeah.
Cheers, bro.
Cheerio.
Are you drinking alcohol too?
No, I got Cheerios from here.
Friends,
So that's why I said Cheerio.
consuming love.
So, did I see him or not yet?
Nope. It's not your turn. 1 second. Last one is the gouge. We're gonna say intelligence on that one. So I think you have a 0, right?
Sleight of hand? Maybe?
I'm gonna say. So hear me out.
Right.
Let me know if this sounds fair. All right.
Yep.
I'm going to say gouge because it's the last tool, and you're gonna be making really small markings. Yeah. You know what? We're gonna go dex. Small markings. Dex.
Okay.
Go dex again.
12.
12. Cheers, Eric, from across the room. Yes, my friend. So, you make the eyes a little big, but it's wood-carved horse.
Sweet.
So, just as you're finishing blowing the sawdust off your hands, did you both go with him, or are you still in the tavern?
I'm still in the tavern.
He stayed at the
Tuna's in
table.
tavern. Enver is out, and you see him hunched over, blowing off the wood shavings from his hand.
No, where's he at out here? Where are we at out
He's
here?
right here.
Oh, right up there. Okay.
Yep. You go up to him.
Yeah.
Okay. Sun is now set into the dim light of dusk.
Whitefire. There's a competition to prove who has the most glory, and there is a reward. It takes 3 people. We're wondering if you join us in this endeavor. Maybe prove yourself. Maybe watch him prove himself.
Oh,
The
you guys
beast
went
man.
together?
We're sitting. No, it's just me out there. I didn't mean to point to him. I meant to say his name. Sorry. The beast man to prove himself as well in the sport of contest amongst men.
What contests are these?
There's an ale drinking contest. There's a dodgeball contest. It's actually rock dodge, but it's fine. I'm gonna participate in that. There's a boar contest in which you have to catch a boar, train a boar, something along those natures. So, will you join us in this endeavor? Prove ourselves better than the rest.
Who has the board contest?
Beast Man says he would like to do that, in which they are both beasts of burden.
Pass.
So, would you like to do the boar?
I said pass.
You don't wish to play the game?
I walk past you.
Okay. So, do we need 3 to participate? Did I hear that, or was it just 3
It
games?
depends on the competition.
So with dodgeball, it was 3 people of varying sizes, right?
3 people from each side of the room, not the per table.
Oh,
With
I
some
thought that
of them,
was.
you could individually participate in it, right? But with dodgeball, it's 3 from each side.
Is it 100 gold each contest?
100 gold each.
But you don't know that. I just said there's a reward.
Yeah.
So it could be.
Did you
all
ask
3 of
about
us
that?
doing
It could be
dodgeball.
all 3 of you in dodgeball. For the giant board taming, it will have to be 1 representative from a side. And,
A side of the bar?
Yeah, so you'll have to delegate amongst yourselves which of you wants to go and attempt that. And for the ale guzzling contest, it's again 1 challenger per side.
Gotcha.
So you'll have to delegate which one of you go.
Okay.
Now, when you say per side, how many people are on our side? Like,
So there's
50?
about 20 a side.
Oh shit, okay. I thought we needed him like 3 per team or whatever. We don't need that. Okay.
For the dodgeball, you would. Because it's 3 people from each side, you need 3 people. Mm-hmm. So,
Gotcha. Okay, I gotcha.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go back into the bar where we were sitting.
Okay. Alright, you follow?
No, he's
How many guards are at the gate?
4.
No.
Still 4.
As I walk, or as we start to walk back in, I'll approach one of the guards and be like, what is your name?
Pete.
Pete? Pete, do you have a son? A child?
Not since the storm.
Apologies.
Sorry.
Do you
Quite
know
some time
of
ago.
do you know of anyone, any of your fellow guards that have a son that would like a toy?
There, one you see one of the guards on the left eyes wide. He's the same one who talked to you earlier when he had the sword pointed to your chest. I have a daughter at home. She's 3. She would love such a toy. What do you want for it? It's beautifully carved.
I'm just a simple wood carver, just trying to kind of hone my craft and.
I'd love it. Thank you. Cool.
Maybe it'll bring her some comfort in the coming dark days.
I would hope. Once you come in, doors are closed for the night. No one's coming or leaving.
Wait, I went in, right?
Yeah, cool. He's talking to you.
Oh.
Because you are the last one out.
I understand. Wait, who guards the hovels?
We have a few out there.
That quiets my heart. I follow after the big guy.
Okay. Great. Second, I'm just distribute some minis, so you come in. He's off there. This is another good one too. Fuck yeah. Yeah, we're nailing the music.
He's a
Spotify's
killer
where it's at.
DJ. Killer DJ.
So you all enter the tavern. This is your second time in, and now it's a lot more packed. Whitefire Live. It's rowdy. It's loud. People seem to be conversing much louder amongst themselves. To the. Did you tell them about the contests?
Yes.
Okay. About the contests which are taking place.
I gave a vague description.
He muddled the description. Like
Yeah, I gave vague description.
So
now you fucked up this description. Like
Vague.
you understood it as you pick one at each table, you pick another one, and then
My character flow, things go over my head.
So you hear the middleman come up. 15 minutes, good people of Hallas, to your competition night. Do I hear another competition possibly ensuing amongst the crowd? And the crowd is like dead silent. Tonight's contest will be arm wrestling. Aye. And the dwarves again pound their fists, dropping all the kegs again onto the floor. He snaps his fingers, gets the magical hands,
Its
pick
voice
them up.
privacy contents have been updated. To continue.
We interrupt this communication for a brief advertisement. Fuck off, Bixby. Alright. So, who is going up amongst you all for the first contest being the giant boar taming?
I believe you said you wanted to mess with the boars.
Unless our friend would like to do that.
is there a second story, right? In this
There's 2 stories.
Yeah.
The second story is where people sleep.
Is there a balcony though?
No. There's not.
Oh, so it kind of goes up around back to doors
Yeah.
to a hallway.
Yeah, so it's picture like a spiral staircase and it goes up, and the ceiling is wooden beams and 2x6 timber laid across, so you can't actually see up there. You can hear people walking around and stuff like that, but you can't actually see into their rooms. There's no balcony to where people can peer down. The main events and the festivities are on the first floor.
How big is a spiral staircase wide? Like how many people can go up and down at the same time?
2 at once, they're going to only be able to go 1 at a time because they're larger and heavier, but for 2 regular sized medium people, 2 people at a time is plenty.
I'll make my way and get to the bottom, or get to the middle area before it disappears up in the ceiling, right?
Okay, so you're just going to stay on the stairs and hang out?
Well, I'm gonna put my legs through some of the bars or whatever. And
Okay.
just light up, pack my smoke, and just watch.
Are you up the stairs already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Partially, so you can still see the festivities going on, correct?
Yeah. I just want to watch.
Okay. So you're not partaking in anything?
Yeah.
Okay. You're chilling, you're watching, not partaking. Got it. Okay.
Then that leaves we to take on the animal.
Alright.
Takes a beast to take a beast.
Yes, correct.
Win us glory this night.
Gather round, contest begins. Who from your side? The right wingers and the left wingers. Shall you send up? You see the left door people, right? They send up a halfling. There he is. It was actually a very tall halfling to tame the boar. Quite tall for a halfling, almost 4.5 feet, which they usually plateau about 3.8. Who, on the right side, do you send? And you don't hear some murmurings.
I will go.
And they're like, oh shit, you know, demeanor of the room's changed.
Do you have a question about bugbears? Do they have like a growl or anything? Like this is just a general question for the DM, I guess. Like bugbears, are they bearish in that they growl and shit too? Do they have paws or do they have hands?
Bugbears. Think about a goblin. Think of a really big goblin. They're actually goblinoids, but they're super large. Typically,
so they have fingers like humans and
they have
thumbs.
fingers, so
okay.
they're a lot more intelligent than a goblin, so they can have a conversation quite easily, like me and you are having.
Yeah, they have charisma.
They have charisma, right?
Gotcha,
They have
okay.
influence over others. All right.
And then, are you wearing armor? I'm sorry, in your description, I must have.
No, just a.
Clothes and hand axes.
Yes, yeah,
Gotcha.
just like a white shirt, like some baggy pants, and then.
And I might ask you again just for
like a belt.
Sounds good.
me to picture it. Gotcha. And that was table talk. That wasn't in game. I was asking. But okay, unpause.
Okay. All right. So first contest begins.
I want to walk up to the little to the halfling, the big halfling.
You could say little halfling.
Yep. So yeah, you guys are standing outside the pen. Think of a. Let's just make a. Where's my sharp? Or not Sharpie. We're gonna say that this is the festivities event out here, really quickly, guys, just to keep it simple, so I don't have to move a ton of shit around.
I want to look at him and say, "I matey, that boar will eat you alive." Get in his head over there.
Is that intimidation?
No, it's just fact.
I've been making weapons, and I've been working in this town since before you were born, outsider. If there's anything that's gonna eat, it's gonna eat your tall, wrinkly balls. And the crowd goes wild. They're like cheering.
I'll be honest, I like the way you talk, but nobody knows a beast like I do, and nobody has the blood of one.
Ooh.
I say you're false, and I say I wager on you. And the crowd goes silent.
How much?
Well, how's 50? 50 gold. Winner takes all.
75.
Might as well make it even 100.
Might as well make it an even 75.
He knocked 75 gold.
No.
Alright. Oh, quiet down, quiet down. The middleman stands up. Now everybody watch. The boar that we're going to have here is not just any typical boar. No, not something that you would find in the White Pines of Faerun. It here is a magical boar. And he, again, snaps his fingers. This magical boar appears, and it's like probably 300 or 400 pounds heavier than an average boar would be in the forest. It's large, its fur is blue, and it's got these red infernal eyes that seem to smolder and flame off the brow. And it's just like rampantly stopping amongst this magical arena they've set up. It seems to shake the very foundation of the tavern as it stops. Up first, coin toss. Here, give me one percentile die. Above 50, you're going first. Below 50, Halfling's going first.
Just this one? Or
Yeah, just that one. That's fine.
20.
Halfling's going first. Halfling goes. He enters the cage. The boar stares at him.
I don't be too frightened, my friend.
You see the boar charges him. Runs up to
Can we
him.
turn that up one?
Yeah, let's get it. The boar charges him. Actually, I think I have a boar. I swear to God.
No shit, man.
Actually.
I'm picturing like a big fucking wild boar, like
So,
6 feet long or
This would
something.
be about size equivalent. I know it's a wolf.
So it's huge.
Yeah, it's quite larger than the halfling. You see, the halfling jumps on its back and uses his legs and dexterously tames it into the ground. Let's see how long he can hold on to it.
Damn.
He holds on to it again. And then finally the beast throws and bucks him off his back. He held on to it for a successive 2 rounds. Comes back. Little bruised.
Are you hurt, my friend?
Do you need to go see somebody? Maybe your mommy.
I'll be
I love that guy.
After this.
You can find her, let me know.
He gives you a head nod to get on in there.
What is your charisma?
Not this good.
+1.
Not this good.
So again, the boar seems to look at you, and it's got this infernal look in its eyes, and it just drags his feet across the ground.
Alright to the command. Let's take it easy here.
It's a little intimidating, actually. Begin! So how do you decide to do it? Do you decide to try and use an animal handling it? Do you try and use your dex with it? Do you try and use your strength with it? What do you decide to do?
It's magical.
What's that?
It's magical.
It is. It is like a manifestation. It's not an actual boar.
So does it look like Shadow or something?
No, it's like blue-haired boar.
Gotcha,
It's a
okay.
blue-haired boar, but it's,
Okay.
you know.
Animal handling.
You're gonna do animal handling?
Yep.
Okay, that's gonna be a wisdom score.
I have animal handling too.
Okay, perfect. Let's see what it
Animal
is.
handling on a magic spell?
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro.
Fuck, that seemed like a gamble.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's wise.
You have
Well.
advantage.
I have advantage.
Nice.
14.
14. The boar comes and just rears you right in the leg. It would have done a lot of damage, but since it's an image, you just collapse to the ground and you hear a bunch of booing and stuff like that. The boar ceases to exist and the pit of fun is still there. The halfling looks at you and just grins.
Oh shit.
Settle down, everybody, settle down. There was a wager that must be paid.
I say double or nothing. You and me are wrestling.
Arm wrestling's later. This is a boar event. Pay up or shut up. If you don't pay, the gallows you will be in for a day. How much gold do you have?
115.
Oh, you got the fucking gold.
Yeah.
It is dishonorable not to pay the man.
Yeah, no, we
Fine.
You take, okay.
75.
Minus 75 off here.
Yep. Ha.
Perhaps you should wager and win it back in the next contest.
Okay. Now for dodgeball. Wait, something is changing. What is changing? It is no longer a leather skin. Instead, it is a sheep's head filled with blood, marking that the victim was indeed struck. Who will join? We need 3 per side.
So I want the table to shake as my knees under it as I stand up.
Our first contestant from the right side. Who else from the right side?
I will accompany.
And is there a third challenger, perhaps one who is of renowned fame and fortune, who travels these lands in the good of the Commonwealth? Do I hear?
You're being lured.
Do I hear? And I'm just like, look at her out like, what the fuck are we supposed to be hearing for?
Your name has fire in it. Perhaps you should
Whitefire.
Whitefire!
live up to your
Goes
reputation.
into a tizzy. What do you decide to do? Are you participating or are you sitting out? You gonna
I'm
participate?
like chilling my smoke cloud up on the stairs.
Alright, so are you participating or not?
No.
No.
Can I go get him?
Did you say you're participating?
Yeah.
Okay, you're at the ringside.
Oh,
Still.
Okay.
You hear a very loud boo. A couple folk hero my ass thing, you know, like there's general slander
We
behind
do not need the extra help.
Yes, pussy.
He is a thinker of thoughts, not a doer of deeds. So there's nothing wrong with that.
An old man steps up who was not invited, and the crowd gets even more disgusted because this is a feat of agility and dexterity. So they're pissed that somebody old and limber in the knees hasn't stepped up to the plate. From the left side of the tavern, 3 small halflings like the one before. He also steps up and they are also ready to go. They seem very nimble and fast. They're violently shifting their legs up and down with their quads.
I will not take it easy on you, for there is no glory in that.
Begin! 3 sheep's heads.
Wait, Paul, wait, really quick. Can I take my armor off? I'm wearing armor and I don't feel like it's practical.
Sure, you can take your armor
Okay.
off. So your armor's off.
I'm gonna hold up one finger for everybody as I take my armor off and set it aside nicely. I'd like to just put it in like a nice little.
You hear a couple gasps and oohs and ahs. Okay. We're gonna roll initiative here.
Add your dex, right?
Ooh, 21.
Same.
Oh!
Swear to God, 19 plus 2.
Oh shit.
Hey, wait, just plus dex, not plus proficiency and dex.
Just dex. Anybody higher than the 23? You guys both got 21?
21.
Okay, so what did you both get?
21.
21
And what's your dexterity score?
plus.
I got a 19 plus 2, which is my dex.
I got a
Okay, so
17.
you're first because your dex is higher.
I got a 17 plus 4.
Oh, what's your dex? 18?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm sorry, dude. You're first. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Correct. I need it.
The old man was done last. Okay. First one picks up the sheep's head. He beats all of you to the.
Is there only one sheep's head?
There's 3, so 3 balls drop, or 3. Let's just call them balls, right? Or no, 3 sheep heads drop. He runs up, grabs one, and she. Under 30, between 30 and 60, but that is the old man. Throws one at you.